Okay, this video is about my Bodyguard Smith Wesson 380, the one that I made a previous video about, the introduction. Well, this is the range report. I took it to the range just a few minutes ago, got out of there, and some things might bother you about it, some things might not. I will say for a 380, I shot two kinds of ammo. One was it's a black and silver box, AmeriCorps or something like that, American. Let's see what it is. I shot my Spear only 12 rounds because that's what I have in it for defensive ammo. Spear gold dot 90 grain hollow points, and those did real well. Excellent, no problems with them, nothing whatsoever. Now the other box, I only shot about 12 rounds of that. The other box I shot was called Ammunition Incorporated. It's 100 grain, and it's one of those boxes I see all the time on the shelves at some of the ranges, at some of the gun stores, but it's not a well-known one. It's not a well-recognized one or anything like that by any means. It may have been the ammo, some of it, and some of it not. For a 380, small, the little Bodyguard, it shot very accurate. Now I was only probably 10 to 15 feet, 5 yards, something like that, shooting one-handed, because that's what you're going to shoot, that little gun. That's how you're going to shoot it. I did shoot some two-handed. It shot about the same as shooting it one-handed, but it was pretty accurate. It hit the silhouette every time, pretty much center mass, headshots, around in the vicinity. Accurate for that type of gun. Like I said, the Spears did real well, no problems. The AmeriCorps or American or whatever those were, with those I shot a 50-round box, and I had light hammer strikes quite frequently, probably in that 50 round at least 6, 7, 8 times. But luckily the Bodyguard is double action, and you can pull the trigger again. And when I did, it did hit the ammo, and the ammo did go off. The round, it did go off. So it wasn't, it may have had a hard primer, but I doubt it. The primers were brass, so it should have just tore right through them. But I have heard that the 380 Bodyguard, the hammer strikes can be light. That happens a lot with some of them. Some of them it doesn't. Mine, it apparently does. But you do have second strike capability, so just slap that trigger again. And remember, I say slap because it's right there. You're right there. That's a get off me gun. That is not a range gun. I went to test it at the range to see if it was reliable enough to even be in the shower with me. Another thing that it did, which I think I've had this happen before, but extremely rare and very little. But this is why you wear eye protection. With a lot of the rounds of it didn't do it with the Spear at all, but that was only 12 rounds. But the AmeriCorps, American whatever, ink, I felt particles hit me in the face. And at times, it hit pretty hard. If I didn't have hearing protection, I think I would have had some gunpowder or whatever it was, little particles hitting me in the face pretty hard. It could have hurt my eyes. I probably will never use that stuff again. I will try it out with some other types of ammo. Maybe, I don't know. It did well enough for what the purpose is for it. I probably will, just to see, out of curiosity. But it did spit that out at you some. So if you are going to use it for self-defense, make sure that person is right up on you and close your eyes. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But just understand that is an issue. What I did to remedy that was I just used one hand, which is the way you're going to use that anyway, that gun, and stuck it way out there, like so, you know, as far as I could, and pulled the trigger. So that way, what did come back, I didn't have anything when I went to the restroom on my face, no black powder, you know, no powder or particles of brass or anything like that. But inside the gun, and I'm going to show you, and this gun is unloaded and safety checked. Here it is. Also too, now for some reason, sorry to put you at this angle, the slide will not, it's got the magazine in it, seated. It won't hold open. I guess the particles might have made it to where it did that. But if you look, if you can, sorry for all the bouncing around, guys. I don't know if you can see this or not, but yeah, there we go. If you look inside there, see all that, those gold brass looking particles? Look at all that. Wow. And I'm not pointing it at me. I'm making sure I'm not. I'm pointing it out the window. There's nothing there, by the way. But yeah, you see all that. And I think that's the stuff that was coming back on me in my face. So that's probably brass. It didn't hurt. It stung a little bit, but not much, not bad. Nothing to really... Now, if you didn't have eye protection on, yeah, that could have been a serious problem. So keep in mind, if you do try, make sure you wear eye protection, in or outside. You should do that anyway all the time. Ears and eyes, always. But it did have, like I said, 7 or 8 or so light hammer hits where it didn't send the round off, but when I pulled again, it went off. So it does have, it's not so much the ammo, it could be the ammo. I'll have to try it again with some other stuff. But as far as, like, you know, sticking it in something in an emergency, something you need, you know, get off me gun, you'll have it down like this anyway. So, you know, you're not going to have it up here like this, hopefully. If you do, don't. Unless you're wearing goggles or something. But it'd be okay to stick in the cooler, maybe the shower. One of those guns that there's no way you can carry your Glock, which I did shoot my Glock 19 at the range also, a 50 round box while I was there. Why not, you know? And of course, no problems whatsoever. And I'm not going to point it at anything or touch the trigger or anything else because it is loaded and I do have one in the pipe. But here it is. My Glock 19. It's a Gen 3. I do have a Gen 5. But I'm just going to lay it right down there right now and we'll reholster it here in a little bit, put it back on. It's got my gold dot 124 grain hollow point plus P. I didn't shoot that at the range. I just shot the red box. What the hell are those called? Sorry guys, I have a horrible memory. I don't know what the abbreviation is for that, but Midwest ammunition. Yeah, that Midwest stuff. It's garbage, but ate it up, no problem. My Glocks, my carry guns are top notch. I make sure of that before I carry those things. Would I carry that Bodyguard? Well, with second strike capability, I might in a pinch, or if I had to, there was no other way. And that's, you know, or I had to be really concealed for sure. Throw it in a pocket, in a holster. As heavy as that trigger is, maybe not even a holster. I'd probably still put it in a holster, a pocket holster. I might, you know, now that I know it's going to kick. Now, you know, I might test it out and it not throw any stuff in my face. It may have been that ammunition. If I do test that again, I'll let you know how it did. But yeah, it you know, it is what it is. That type of gun. It's, you know, it was very accurate for that type of gun. Surprisingly accurate, and it did real well with the 12 rounds of spear, just kicking that stuff in your face. And the light, not primer, but the light hammer strikes. But with second strike capability, you just slap that trigger again, bang, it'll go off. Now, I did short stroke it some because I'm used to Glocks. And you can do a double tap really quick with a Glock. Pop, pop, you know. With that gun, I found myself trying to do that a couple times and short stroking it. And if you don't know what short stroking it is, you can comment me. I'll do a video on it, or just look it up. But yeah, that's about it. It's okay. I mean, you know, decent little gun for what it is. Maybe a car gun, maybe a toolbox gun, maybe even a shower gun. But I wouldn't carry it all the time and rely on it. I wouldn't, if there's any rioting or anything in your town, or if you live in a bad neighborhood, or you have to go through bad neighborhoods, etc., get you a Glock 19. Get rid of that sissy gun and get you a Glock 19. Gotta name that movie. Put it in the comments. Alright, like, share, and subscribe. And be safe and stay safe. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.